on my level. Give you what you need. Wanna watch me as I walk, slay, serve, repeat. Lean in just a little. I feel your body heat. Wanna watch me as I walk, slay, serve, repeat. Put you on the level. Wanna watch me as I walk, slay, serve, repeat. Lean in just a little. Wanna watch me as I walk, slay, serve, repeat.
Hi everyone and welcome back to I Live For This. This is the grand finale review of season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm your host, Trinity the Tuck, with
Chantel Sparkles.
And I'm so excited. This is such a great episode, a good finale. We're done.
I know. And it's funny though, because you're like, we're done. Like, you're like, bitch, this was so much work.
Yes, we're gonna give away the merch the next episode. We have, I think, 2, maybe 3 regular podcasts where we're going to talk about all kinds of things. And the next episode is when we will announce who the winners are for the merch giveaway.
So
also,
make sure you tune into that.
Yes. Also, we have not received Miss Susie Toot I Hate Susie t-shirt. So until
Do we have any of her merch though?
We do have some of her merch, but
okay, well at least we have that.
The specific shirt that she was going to give us, she hasn't. So blame her. But when she does, we will give it away to somebody. But
yes.
Let's start. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, comment on this video and all the rest of the episodes of I Live For This review for season 17. This is your last opportunity to enter for a chance to win the $1,000 merch package that you saw early in the video with my merch, Chantel's merch, Glitter Bomb Wigs merch, season 17 merch, all this kind
custom
of
wig.
Yes.
We're going to be giving away so much stuff. This is a huge package. So if you've not commented on all the videos, make sure you're commenting on everything because we're choosing the person that's been the most consistent. So listen, do it now. Listen, everybody has been doing it last minute too, girl. Like I've been getting comments on my Instagram photos and fan art, which thank y'all so much for all the fan art. It's so nice of y'all to be such ass kissers. No, I'm just kidding.
We love it. We love ass kissers, honey.
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh,
so
the new season. They just announced that the new season comes out on May 9th for All Stars. So there's going to be 18, I believe, 18 cast members.
That's crazy. Is that the most that we've ever had?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Usually All Stars is between 8 and 10. But 18 has never had 18 cast members ever on even a regular season. So I'm really excited about the All-Stars, and we will be reviewing the regular All-Stars of the US, and give away merch specifically for that as well. Just stay tuned for that. So let's dive into this. I'm super excited. And yeah.
Before we get started though, I wanted to talk about should we wait actually because of the results? Like I know we don't want to do any spoilers.
Let's do it at the end.
Let's just do it at the end, yeah, because I don't want to spoil anything if y'all haven't seen it yet. Yeah. Y'all should have already seen the episode if you're watching this. So, yeah. But let's go straight into the looks.
But I do want to. You made me think of something I do want to say. We're gonna give our objective opinions of like what we think of the episode, but at the end of the day, we are super, super excited and happy with who won. We're super happy for them. We're so proud of them. We can't wait to see how they reign. But
I feel like everybody should be happy. Like, I mean, just to touch base on a surface level, there has been a lot of people that have been very nasty and also just kind of unfair to all the people that have competed in the finale. And at the end of the day, the winner is the winner. And if any of these girls had won, it would have been fine because all 4 of them were super talented. Very. So y'all need to give credit when credit is due.
Very. And you're allowed to have an opinion and you're allowed to think so-and-so won. Or
yeah, but don't put people down.
Right. But that don't take away someone's moment. You can think, oh, so-and-so did really great or did better, but don't go and insult the person who actually won. It's not their fault. Girl, they did fierce and they deserve it just like everybody else. So moving on, let's start the episode.
All right, so let's start off with these runways. The first one is Acacia Forgot, and she is in this absolutely gorgeous blue flower dress with like a flower updo. She's got flowers built into it. I'll tell you what right now. I loved this look.
Oh, girl.
It was stunning. Like this, when I think of finale eleganza, this is gorgeous. Obsessed with the hair. I like how they have like the little flower shapes into it. The updo is immaculate. Her makeup looks incredible. The dress was well constructed. I thought it was such a beautiful look. I mean, when she walked out, I couldn't clock anything. Could you?
The gown is amazing. It looks, I don't know who made this, but it looks like an Anthony Canny.
Yeah, it really does.
I don't know who made it, but it is impeccable. I love the colors of it. I didn't clock anything. The only thing that I clock is that the blush just doesn't go with it.
Yes. I was just about to say that too when you were about to clock something.
Yeah, she needed more of a pastel blush, like a more pastel pink. It just does, this bright neon pink just does not go with this.
Yeah, it's very 80s and like totally opposite of what the look is.
Yeah.
She really honestly didn't even need that much blush.
No. But nonetheless, absolutely stunning. The gown is beautiful. One thing about her, after the season, the last couple of episodes, she's really stepped up her game. I am
absolutely
her on All Stars.
Me too.
This a great pussy.
Me too. Great pussy. I love the construction to everything. It's beautiful. Next up, we have Arietti, and she is in this. Would you call this a minx? A sphinx?
The cat? No, it looks like a hairless cat.
Like,
it would be,
to me, it looks like one of them Sphinx Egyptian cats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the whole look is inspired by an Egyptian bald-headed cat. And this was another one that I really liked. I love the construction to it. Love the prosthetics. I will say when it zoomed into her prosthetics, it was a little crunchy looking.
Oh yeah.
But from far away on stage, I couldn't clock it, and that's really what I'm judging because like it was really fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I thought it was gorgeous. I like all the embellishments. Nothing really here I could clock. I just think it's super cute. Love it. So I'm gonna say good pussy.
Yeah, I also thought it was just really great. I thought, this was smart of her. So she's been critiqued all season long about her cat makeup. She was stuck it to him and said, well,
"Girl, I didn't even put that 2 and 2 together."
Yep. She's like, "I'm gonna come out as a cat."
I love it.
Looks great in red. Just great. I love it. It is a I'm gonna say great pussy.
Great. Next up, we have
pussy.
Yes. Next up, we have Crystal Envy. And right off the bat, I'll tell you, I did not like the dress.
Oh, okay.
I thought the dress, the cutouts to it, the way that it looked, just looked very, it was too open for her chest. It was also a little too low cut. And like the angle of how she did the chest contour versus where the actual boob cups were, it just was like not lining up. And it was distracting for me. I will say that she did a photo shoot with the actual like thing that wraps around her dress on her Instagram. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering why she didn't wear that piece with it, because it totally elevated the dress and made it so much more fierce.
Yeah.
And she also changed the hair, because I honestly did not like the hair with this.
Okay.
I don't know why. To me, that just this hair, it just does not look like it fits Crystal Envy's style. So for me, I said hit it and quit it. But if she would have wore that thing around her dress with the big old hand, like cupping her butt, I would have said great pussy. Because like it would have made up for like all the other stuff. Because like, I don't know, I just felt like the dress was so simple for like a finale. Like when you think finale, it's like extra. Like all the other girls came with like big costumes. Now I'm not saying like you got to walk out with like some crazy big like national showgirl back piece. But, I want like structure. I want like high quality. I want final evolution of Crystal Envy, Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say hit it and quit it.
I like the dress. My biggest issue is the breast cups area. If you do not, and this is so funny that I'm saying this, I just realized Crystal Envy has the same issue that Scarlet Envy had when she walked into the workroom of her original season, where her breast cups were just so small. It just
Well, what it is, and it's nothing against. It's not her fault, and it's. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but like a lot of designers tend to pattern corsets on actual like small like female body mannequins, and at the end of the day, if you think about it, like we are a lot of us are men. You know what I'm saying?
well, also the way that she's contoured her chest, she's contoured it like pecs. It's almost like squared off rather than rounded, and
Yeah,
it just looks a little masculine. I still
that's
like
what I'm saying. Like I feel like it. We
dress. Do I think that it is on the simple side? Yes, but I'm gonna say good pussy.
cute. Yeah, and I just think that the corsets, like just to like top off what I was saying, um, people are patterning corsets on a smaller mannequin form, which is not good. Like you need to make sure that you get the actual form of the person that you're working with.
Yeah,
That way you can fit the breast cups to the actual shape of someone's torso and like the breast area. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how what's happening. You're getting these small little like A cups when someone's chest is like 40 inches wide. You need like at least a C or a D cup. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I digress. Next, we have Hormone Lisa.
Hmm.
And first off, I want to shout out my wig. I was so excited to do this wig for her. It's by Glitter Bomb Wigs. She came to me and she was like, I want you to do a wig. You can do pretty much whatever you want. And I said, okay. And she showed me a little bit of what she was wearing. And I thought of this. And I love it. I think the hair looks incredible with the look. This kind of ties back into what I was talking about with the whole like final evolution, mega evolution of somebody. When I think of Hormone Lisa, this is Hormone Lisa's style, you know. But I liked the gown. I know some people are probably like, "Oh, that fabric looks cheap," but I think it's dressed tastefully. You know what I'm saying? It looks like literally like a cloud on her. And I think she's playing into the whole like thing of where they call her what was it, like the sad person, what was it?
Sadness.
Sadness from what was the show? What was that movie called?
I don't remember.
Inside Out. I think it was Inside Out.
Uh,
And so I think she just played into that whole like whatever she was, you know?
mhm.
I liked it. I thought it was really fierce. I'm gonna say good pussy.
I don't like this at all. I love the hair and I love her makeup. Her makeup, she looks flawless. I like her in pastels. I do think this looks cheap. I do not, not like.
Yes, honey. Make her set. Make her depressed all over again.
I don't like this iridescent organza. I just think it just makes it look so like kindergarten cheap. And then she
Yeah,
had these like almost like paper or cardboard cutout
I
raindrops.
like it.
I hated it. I thought it was awful. I thought you were talking about like the final evolution. This is like when the evolution goes backwards.
It goes backwards, bitch.
Your stuff on the main stage during the season. I just don't like this, and I really like Hormona. This is not it. I'm giving this a bad pussy.
Yeah. Bitch, you had totally thrown me off. Okay, so one thing that I am looking, girl, you had got me, gal. I was like, oh shit. Uh, I was sad for her. I was, bitch. Okay. The one thing that I did clock now that I'm staring at her makeup long enough, I feel like she's kind of over highlighted.
I love that. That's the one thing I do like
But the problem is she's almost like brought her highlight so far into like where her contour color is that it's almost looking ashy. Look at it again, bitch.
I saw.
Yeah, it looks kind of ashy. So I feel like it's she still looks good, but she needs more pink.
Mm. Doing the
Next.
next.
Next we have Miss Joella. Almost called her Joella Puss. The Joella Dynasty, honey. And this look is play on to her what is it, the bed look that she had wore where she had the glory hole.
Yeah, the glory hole.
I thought this was funny. Like when she walked out, she definitely like, you know, did another play on to like her iconic look that she did on Drag Race.
Yep.
This is like an evolved version. I think it's good. I think it looks good. The construction of this looks good for her. I will say the corset is a little bunchy, which means they're probably not using steel bones. Um, but is this like finale for her? I would say so.
Yeah.
Um, I don't like the gloves. I don't like how baggy they are. I just made some like bunchy gloves, and you can do bunchy gloves like this, but you still need to make them kind of fitted to where like it rouges, but fitted to your arms.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But still, I like this look. For her, I'm gonna say good pussy.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. The gloves are a little weird, but the look is good. I like that it's a play off of the glory hole. Her makeup looks immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
This is an evolved version of her, and I
Yeah.
think she looks great. So, because of the gloves being a little miss, I'm gonna say good pussy rather than great, but it is really good.
Yeah. Next up, we have Corey King, and she's in this hot pink gown, gorgeous updo. Right off the bat, when I saw this look, I gasped.
Yeah,
It was fucking sickening. Like when I think of like creative evening wear for EOY, this would be fucking fierce.
yep,
Down, especially like if it was. I mean, it wouldn't even need to be rhinestone. To be honest, I feel like as is, she could walk out and it would slay.
yes,
The construction to this gown alone is so fierce. Love her makeup. I like how she's snatching her eyes more upwards.
hmm
This black hair looks so clean and polished on her.
yep,
I know she likes that blonde hair, but girl, this black hair
yep.
is money on her.
hmm
Um, did you clock the two small nails that she had?
No, were they too small?
Girl, no, she put two small fingernails on these fingers. Get it?
Oh, oh,
Because
'cause
they're
I
lesbians.
live. Yes, I
I
did.
thought it was so sickening.
Yes, that's fierce.
Yeah, I thought this whole look was really thought out. It's really high quality. And I say this is a great pussy.
Yes, I agree with you. Great pussy. I think I like her with darker hair or a darker blonde,
Yeah.
like how she was in the lip sync. Uh,
Yeah, it was so fierce.
yes, I like her with darker hair. Her makeup is elevated. This look is incredibly elevated. I think she has the potential to win an All Stars.
Me too. She's just so funny. Like she's really quick-witted.
Yeah,
She has the talent. She obviously can bring the garments when she's got the coin. You know what I'm saying?
I think if she was to just hone in on certain things, I think she has the potential to win All Stars. I really
She
like.
also needs to not like, and I'm like a huge person, so I can't really give this advice, but yeah, she gets into her head, and I'm a prime example of that. So I mean, I can't say much, but yes, she could definitely win, bitch.
Yeah,
Next up, we have Lydia B. Collins, and I did not like this look.
really.
I did not. I didn't like how the hair was styled. I did not like this dress. I
What?
did not like. Girl, I didn't. When
Oh,
I thought, bitch, when I think finale eleganza, this is not Lydia.
for her?
No,
Oh,
no, ma'am.
we are not agreeing tonight.
Um, the makeup was cute. I mean, her mug is always fucking beat, bitch. You
Yep.
cannot come for that mug.
Mhm.
But this look just again, it does not look polished, and it also, I mean, it looks polished for her, but I still don't think it's polished for finale eleganza. And I'm expecting more from her. She's so creative and she's so outside of the box that I was expecting more.
Okay.
So bad pussy.
I love this look. I think that for Lydia, because she's new, um, for Lydia, this is an elevated version of her. I think we're gonna see in the next couple of years, we're gonna see even bigger things and more polished that even outside of the
When
box.
she's got the coin.
When she, also, when she has time to like, when she finally has time to hone in on her style.
Yeah.
I do like this. I love this hair.
Oh my God, I
Um,
hate it.
I
It's so
love it.
atrocious.
The only thing I don't like is this piece of fabric that goes from the collar into the hair. It just ends really weird into the
It's
hair.
so weird.
Yeah, but other than that, I love it.
It looks like she had like 4 styles of the wig. Like she decided, I'm gonna do an updo bang.
I
I'm gonna do a.
love it. I love it. It's
It's
weird.
so random.
I love it. It's gorgeous. The color. I love the style because it's all coiffed back. Makeup. I'm gonna say good pussy.
Well, work, honey. Next, we have Lana Jere, and she is in this like, is it? I guess it's inspired by like a a bed or something. What is she supposed to be?
Girl, I don't know. I don't think she knows.
I don't either. Cause like I was really confused. Like, first off, I'm just gonna start with the top. The hair was way too flat. She tends to be wearing this like flat hair all the time,
Mm,
and I do not like it. I hate it. She wears flat human wigs, and like I don't mind human wigs on people, but like sometimes give it like a base tease. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Just a little bit. And this hair just was way too flat, especially with that thing on her head. Like the makeup, girl, again, you can't come for her makeup. It's so fierce and beautiful.
Gorge.
The colors even tie in. The costume is gorgeous. Um, I don't really like it. Like I I don't like that she's not wearing like a breastplate or something with this look.
Agree.
You know what I mean? Cuz like I get like her style is very like high fashion model and stuff, but there's a time and place for you to do no boobs and no body. But with this look, I feel like it's missing that. Like you need some sort of like either even just a small breastplate. Girl, they have A cups. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um Also the tutu like circle skirt thing that went into the back train, it had a weird it was like a weird disconnect. Like it did not go to the train. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So for me, it was like all over the place.
Weird.
It's not bad. Like it's not a terrible look. So I'm gonna say hit it and quit it.
Okay. I agree with you that her hair is really flat. I don't mind it, but I think with this hood, it would have elevated it if she would have had like a bump, like some sort of bump,
Something,
give
yes.
it some height so you could see more of the veil kind of hooded thing. Again, her makeup is absolutely stunning. I love these huge earrings peeping through. I like the idea of the dress, but I do agree with you that the top portion and the bottom portion are have some weird disconnect. My biggest issue is the fact that she has her out of drag chest out.
Yeah.
It just doesn't read feminine to me. And this look is very feminine. Um
Yes.
Overall though, I still think she looks really good. Um, the details that I'm talking about are just nitpicking. I'm still gonna say good pussy, but if she would have fixed those other things, it would have been a great pussy.
Oh, fierce.
If the
Yes.
top would have melted into the train, if she would have had like a breast cup or a breastplate, like you said, if the bump was in the hair, it could have been a great pussy. But it is a good
She could
look.
have even just did like some cute appliques, like just over like the arm to hide the breastplate line and then like burst it out.
Yep,
Cause like there's ways to hide your because she's probably like, oh, I can't wear a breastplate with this because it's nude and it shows the line.
yep,
But there's ways to do it to where you can hide it.
agree, agree. Yeah, so good pussy.
Alrighty. Well, next up we have the Lucky Stars.
Hmm.
And tell us what you think.
I like the look. This is a lot of work. She she
Yeah.
she put in a lot of freaking work. I like the concept of the angle of the hip piece, with the size of the headpiece. Um, I like it. She's a crafty queen, so it's like I have to judge this in a different way. Um,
Oh my God.
no, it's just what it is. She's a crafty queen.
Yeah.
She made this, and it's made to look what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna say good pussy. It's not my favorite, so that's why I'm not saying great pussy. But I do think it for her, it did exactly what she wanted it to do. I think, and so for that, I'm gonna say good pussy.
So for me, I'm gonna tell you what I think. So I think the top almost looks like candy.
Mm,
It doesn't look like what she has on her shoulders and stuff, like the big planets.
yeah,
And I understand she probably didn't want to put those big planets on her headpiece because it probably would have been super heavy. But you could use like styrofoam,
yep,
you know what I'm saying? And it would have been a lot more lightweight because looking at the top versus like the planets, there's some kind of disconnect here. It looks like candy and then planets. Um, and then the huge rings that represented the Saturns that were going around her waist. I really liked that. I thought it was so cool and creative,
Yeah.
but I really wish that she would have like tied that more into the look. I feel like this is a great potential to be a great pussy, but there's some stuff here that just needs a little bit tweaking. And all really what it all boils down to is lack of taste and how to like embellish something.
Yeah. I think my biggest thing with this is that she picked too many colors, and that's what makes it look
That's probably what it is too.
Yeah, it makes it look like candy, like you said. If she was to have picked like 3 colors and went with that, it would have made it look more cohesive all over. But I
Yeah.
agree with you. It does give off candy, but I still think for
I
her,
still think though she has like potential to be because she's already fierce. Like the fact that she can make this shit like out of nothing is so incredibly like amazing and talented, like gag. But I think she just needs a little bit of time of hearing what the public has to say about her stuff
yeah,
because I don't think she has enough people in her corner telling her like what's good and bad.
yep, agree,
So I'm gonna say, what did I say? Hit it and quit it.
yep.
Okay, cute. Next up, we have Susie Toot, and she is in this Venus flytrap, like poison ivy,
It's almost
creative gown.
it's almost like a nod to Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes. Oh my God. Girl, when she had walked out with this, I was fucking living.
Incredible. And
It was so fierce.
this is the elevated version of Susie. Her makeup is elevated, the look is elevated, everything is freaking elevated.
Girl, when I had saw her walk out, I was like, how are these arms, like the big ass Venus flytrap things, like moving around and shit? Because the arms were so unclockable. Like, if you look at the hands, zoom into those hands, girl. The hands are so detailed. Like, you can't even clock that those are fake.
Yeah,
I was gagged.
fantastic.
Everything about this. And girl, not to be a little biased, but girl is my favorite thing. Like Poison Ivy, you know, she's like one of my favorite villains. It just gave me that vibe.
Yeah,
I was gagged. Like this is something that I feel like when you think of like finale eleganza, this is finale eleganza.
yep. It's
Nothing about this I could clock. I even like the hair going into her eye. I do wish that the curl would have went like this.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
like pointed so that you could still see out of the eye. But I
yeah,
still like it. I think everything about this is fucking fierce, bitch. I think like if I was to get on the show and wear something like for finale eleganza, this is the style of shit that I would be wearing.
yeah. It's amazing for sure.
Yeah, great pussy.
Yep, great pussy.
So that concludes all of the runways for the girls that did not make top 4. And we're just gonna break it down with this group of girls first, and we're gonna give our favorites and our worst looks. So, do you want to start out with your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite is 1000% Susie. I mean, like it was just elevated above beyond. It was very her brand. It was a reference to Broadway. It was smart. She had a couple of different changes for the hands. One was like the vine hands during the press walk, and
Mhm.
then the main stage walk she had the Venus flytraps. It just was incredible.
Mm.
She's so smart. She's this is the elevation of Susie, and no one
Girl,
hates.
it almost sound like you're about to say this is the emancipation of Susie.
No, no one hates you tonight, Susie. We love you. This was incredible. Great pussy. You are my favorite of the eliminated girls. Now,
Yes, me too.
as far as my least favorite, the only one that got a bad pussy from me was Hormona. Love you, too,
Damn,
sweetie. Love you too, sweetie. It just wasn't. It just wasn't. It was.
it wasn't it. It wasn't giving, honey. It was making us sad all over again.
I just love it. So, my worst look of the night.
Well, my favorite look was definitely Susie, so I agree with you on that. It was just immaculate, incredible, groundbreaking. Yeah. Then my worst look was Crystal Envy.
Wow, over Hormona, you
Yes.
bitch.
Girl, I just did not like the gown. I felt like it was just so simple. Like, I didn't like it. It was just not giving. Like, when I think of Crystal Envy, she's like diamonds, crystals. Like, I wanted to see something to play on that. You know, this was just giving like Miss Glamorous pageant gown modeling. no creativity, not giving personality.
Her for filth, bitch. Just read her.
Girl, I love Crystal. She is
Down.
honestly. She's...
Read her down. Read her down. Read her down, sweetie. Read
I'm
her.
sorry, my dear, but you are up for elimination.
She hates you. She hopes you fall off the stage and face crack of the century.
Yes, honey. Well, that concludes all of the actual looks for the girls that did not make the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to move on over to the top 4 looks, and we're going to read them for filth. Well, the first look is the amazing, the sparkling Jules Sparkles.
Yeah.
And girl. It was so. First off, let's talk about. I did the hair, obviously, glitter bomb wigs.
How do I? You gotta give yourself some props. You and Ethan made.
Yes, honey. We made the gown. So the gown was actually a sketch drawing from an artist that does fashion drawings. Her name is Cosette on Instagram. Cosette actually sketched it, and then Jules sent me the drawing to me and Ethan and put us in a group. And she's like, I really want this. The one that Cosette did had multiple panels, but Jules wanted to go a little bit more vintage. So she sent us an old sketch of this other woman wearing a similar pattern dress that had 4 panels. She's like, I really want to go more vintagey instead of like kind of Cinderella-like.
Yeah.
And I was like, I totally agree. Like, I think that's more Jules' style. So yeah, we made the gown. The gown was one of the hardest gowns that we've ever had to make. I'm not going to sit here and take credit for all this because Ethan sewed most of this gown. Let's be real. This was next level sewing. Like, if you look at the inside, I'll attach photos for y'all to look at the inside of this gown. There's definitely like multiple panels of metal boning in here, lots of horsehair, just lots of stuff to create the structure for this. And then we also went through, and if you look at like the panels, it has multiple layers of tulle. Now, when you think of tulle, like, it moves around, like it gets caught on everything, girl.
Yeah.
So what we did was we used this this special gun that like tacks things. And we went through and we tacked all the tulle to the very tip of the gown.
Oh my God, work.
Yeah. So that, because we didn't want to hand sew the tulle, girl, we'd be there forever. So we used a tacking gun and we went through and tacked all the layers to the bottom of the gown, and then we cut with a roller cutter to get the actual panels perfect.
Work.
It was fucking sickening. One of the hardest gowns that we've had to make, but I am so excited and happy to see it because you know how it is, girl, show business. Like, people ask for something, but then they either get like multiple things made. Sometimes it never makes it to TV. So we were just hoping to God that this was going to work because, girl, when you think of Finale Eleganza, we've done Sasha Colby's gown. We did, babe, who else did we do? We did somebody else's gown, but we did Sasha Colby, obviously one of the most iconic gowns too. And then obviously this. And this, I feel like, even though Sasha Colby's was so fierce and like over the top, this technically was harder to make.
Wow. Yeah.
So
incredible.
Yeah, I'm happy for it. I love it. I think it's amazing. Obviously, I'm going to give this a great pussy. For me, this was unclockable. The hair was amazing. The hair was also something that I tried that different. If you notice, the rolls are totally different from things that I actually do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But great pussy. Love it.
Well, I think that her makeup looks absolutely incredible. I hated the hair.
You hated the hair, you bitch.
And I had some issues with the dress.
Oh my God, stop.
So I as much as I do think she looks good, technical issues of this dress, I'm gonna say it's just a good pussy.
You are a stupid bitch.
I'm just kidding, bitch.
I was about to reach through that damn camera and I was gonna snatch you bald, bitch, but you're already bald.
There's nothing to clock for.
Ethan was he was up here walking. Look, he's right here. He's like, girl.
Incredible. This was so like immaculate. The best thing on the runway. For probably one of the best finale looks ever. Uh,
What was so funny was like, girl, I had sat there and gave you a whole like 8 paragraph essay, honey. And then you were like, I did not like the hair.
I knew it was a joke, so I wasn't gonna.
You're like, I'm gonna let her live her fantasy, bitch.
I couldn't. What was I gonna give detail about, girl? That is immaculate.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. It honestly, girl, it was hard.
Yeah,
Especially working under like tight you know,
restrictions. Yeah,
yeah, like we had
time.
literally no time.
Yeah, but it's amazing. Everything about it, and you gave Jules breasts, which she doesn't normally wear, and I think
Well, that's the thing,
she looked
girl. We knew. We were like, this bitch is about to go flat chested, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let my daughter go out in the finale wearing no fucking boobs, bitch. Even if you ain't gonna like put pads, we're gonna make it look like you got boobs.
yeah, it looks amazing. Great pussy.
Thank you. I love how I'm saying thank you, even though we're like just judging looks as if they're looks. Oh my god, that's so weird. Anyways, next up we have Lexi Love. And to me, when I see this look, I instantly think of like Victoria's Secret model. That's like the stuff that they always wear.
Yep.
For me, I just did not really care for this look.
Okay.
Like, I did not think that it was bad at all. Like, obviously, this is a beautiful look, but first off, when I think finale eleganza, I personally think her entrance look that she wore, that was the red wings and stuff, looked better than this look.
Mm.
I just think that the flowers tend to, I mean, they look a little plastic and cheap. They're embellished randomly in the wings that don't really have like a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just, to me, like when I think of finale eleganza, this isn't anything that's like making me wow. Like there's nothing different about this. You know, is this Lexi Love's like core style? Absolutely, but I want to see more, especially because she's brought big ass looks and like drag and came with elevated stuff. So I don't understand. I get she's trying to show Lexi Love core, but give us more.
Mm.
So for me, I'm gonna say hit it and quit it.
I think she looks absolutely stunning. Her makeup is absolutely stunning. This hair color on her is absolutely breathtaking. Her body, girl, like she looks nice. She looks
She
nice.
looks really, really soft.
I agree with you on the wings. I don't like this color combination. I find it very off-putting and weird. Um, Aside from that, I also think that these flowers look so cheap. If you're gonna use synthetic flowers, get high quality, realistic looking flowers because these just look like you got them from the dollar store. I'm
Literally Dollar Tree, honey.
but it just looks like that. Um, I still think she looks beautiful. But I agree with you. It just doesn't give finale eleganza.
Yes.
But I think she looks good. Um, I'm gonna give it a hit it and quit it.
I will say though, if you look at her cheeks, you know how we were talking about like too much blush or too much contour.
This is the perfect.
This is the type of blush that we want to see on some of the girls when they're wearing those like pastel-y colored costumes.
Oh, her makeup is flawless. The best it's ever looked right there.
Yes, and this hair color, this is the color I love on her.
Yep. She is like she looks like a goddess here.
Yeah.
Yep.
A Dollar Tree goddess, honey.
Yes! Oh, bitch. Word.
Next up, we have Anya Nerve. And bitch, when she had walked out in this queen bee honeycomb look, I gagged. I gagged. I love the headpiece. I think the detail of the headpiece is fucking sickening, bitch. They went in and stoned it. The colors of this are so intriguing and interesting. It's like a rose pink or like a reddish color going into gold. The shoulder structure to this, like, girl, I am just so impressed by who made this. Like, I don't even know who made this, and I'm gagging. Like, it's fierce. When I think of like finale eleganza, this is the finale eleganza look that I would think of. I love it. Like there was nothing I could really clock about this. maybe a little bit too much white in the corners of her eyes.
Mm.
But I'm sure she painted like this because she was doing multiple things. So she wanted it to go with multiple looks. But girl, the details of this gown, like you can't clock anything. Like nothing. So I'm gonna say great pussy.
I did clock some stuff.
Well, please tell me.
I do like the headpiece is immaculate. I love this swirl shoulder piece, how it goes over the bodice. There's like a flap of fabric in the front that it it the panel that it is, it should be flowy. And it looks very stiff and it looks a slightly short. And when she walked, she was like kicking in and it almost looked like a door.
Oh my god,
Like,
stop.
I just didn't. That was the one thing that was all putting because it was distracting me. The back of the dress is beautiful. Other than that, I think she looks nice. I'm gonna say good pussy.
Girl, not I think she looks nice.
I think she looks nice. Her makeup is amazing. I just don't like the door.
You think the costume looks nice and the makeup looks amazing. No, that's a read, bitch.
No, it's just that like that fabric thing. Just it like I just can't get past it. I can't get past that piece of fabric in the front. If you watch
I'm
it,
just gagged. I'm gagged.
what I gave it a good pussy.
Yeah, but I would have thought she would have said great pussy because this is fierce.
It parts of this is fierce, yes. Not the
Alrighty, honey.
forehand.
Well, she's definitely not
The
Queen Bee
forehand
tonight.
piece in the front, honey. I don't like it.
She is not Queen Bee.
A good pussy.
Alrighty, honey. Next up, we have the shining star, the superstar, Sam Star. And she is in another look made by me and Ethan Cross. And this look was actually designed by my drag son, Helmi Haroon. You can follow him on Instagram. Go check his page out. His art is fantastic. He actually sews as well. He has been he's under the House of Sparkle. And so now we're like a team. So anytime we work with people, he's our sketch artist. We'll send him ideas and designs, and he'll send us like 3 sketches, and then the artist will choose. The drag artist will choose which one they like. Yeah. And so we sent Sam the 3 looks based off of when I thought of Sam, I sent Helmi 3 different looks that I thought were like representations of Sam Star, which obviously Southern country girl, stars, all that. So he drew 3 looks, and I will say this was the least creative look that he drew. And it wasn't his fault. He just wanted to do 3 different styles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Sam chose the most least creative. And she chose these colors because once they choose the look, we also give them 3 different color options so that they can see it all in its full glory.
Yeah.
And this was the least creative look. When I see this, is it absolutely incredible? Yes. The craftsmanship to this, beautiful. Love the long beads. This type of bead work is really hard to get. Obviously, it's not cheap. It's expensive to do. The hat is super creative as far as like size and how big it is. But overall, this look to me wasn't like it's when I think Finale Eleganza is definitely Finale Eleganza for Sam. But to me, it just wasn't the most creative look. But it's still really pretty. Love the hair. Obviously, I styled that. That hair was a nightmare, bitch. Let me tell you. But yeah, I still liked the look. I just didn't think it was like super, super creative,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say good pussy.
It's a good pussy. I like the dress. I think she looks nice. I like the hair. Is it very Sam? Very Sam.
Well, we actually did a nod to her confessional look because in her confessionals, she had a shirt with like gold stars all over it. So that was like the inspiration too.
What I'm excited for, and I hope that she does this, is evolve past this very stiff pageant ensemble for everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's very pageant. It's very not plain, but not creative. It's
That's
very
why I
like,
liked her last week, the top 4 look that they just walked out in to watch the lip sync Lollapalooza, because it was more youthful. Her hair was more youthful. I want to see her evolve her style past this. I have to be honky tonk, stiff pageant queen. She looks amazing, but I just want to see an evolved Sam, and I think she can be. I just think that right now she's just, maybe she thought, okay, branding wise, I have to stay with this because this is what I showed on the show.
yeah.
So I'm excited to see what she does past this. This is a good pussy.
Yeah, and don't think that like I'm sitting here like saying that this is a bad look. Bitch, I made this look. I wouldn't put something on stage as bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean,
But
but we're objectively, we're being honest.
yeah, we're being honest. Like Sam chose this look. Is it the most creative? No. Is it beautiful? Yes. Did Helmy draw this and turn it the fuck out? Absolutely. Love you, Helmy. Go follow Helmy. It's Helmy Haroon on Instagram. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna say good pussy.
Yep, yep. So
Now,
who was your favorite and who was your least favorite?
my favorite look was Jules.
Obviously.
Yes.
Same.
Just because I put a lot of fucking work into that with Ethan. We were up until literally like 7 in the morning
Well,
working on that.
even if you didn't put, like, objectively, that was the best look up there.
Yeah, like it was just so drag and extra. Like to me, when you think of like finale looks, like this is like the size of like Violet Chachki's like finale gown, like that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel like to be honest, it was a little underrated because when she walked out, they were just like, "Oh wow." To me, I was expecting people to be like,
But maybe it caught them off guard. You know what I mean? Like maybe they it wasn't a gag. Like,
but even the people online, like I know that some of the people online probably didn't see what the bottom looked like. They just saw like this pink top because Drag Race only posted from the waist up. They were like, "Oh, this is basic. This is basic." I was like, "You bitches."
well, people are allowed their opinion,
I know, but I was like,
but
"Fuck y'all, bitch."
but as drag queens, I've been in the business a very long time, and I don't claim to be a fashion queen, but I claim to be a fashion costume queen. And
Yeah,
it is immaculate. Like, it is immaculate. It's so well made, and it just looks perfection. So
yeah.
definitely the best one of the night.
Now, who was your second favorite?
Anya,
Mine too.
and then Sam.
They were like neck and neck.
Yeah, and then Sam, and then Lexi.
Girl, me and you are exactly the same with the opinions.
Yeah,
Who was your worst look?
Lexi.
I know. I just wanted you to say it.
Yeah.
I'm so shady.
I mean, she still looked beautiful.
Yeah, she looked good, but
it just was the weakest to me. Yeah.
Well, that concludes the runways for the eleganza. The eleganza, honey. The top 4 eleganza, honey.
Well,
And
go ahead.
Please go ahead, because I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Well, after this, RuPaul comes out for a performance, and surprisingly, I enjoyed this number. Usually, I don't enjoy her numbers, but this one I did. She did a little bit more choreography. She looked like she was having a little bit more fun. And to talk about the look, I loved the look. I thought it looked good. It fit her well. I'm gonna give it a good pussy. Is it a big silhouette? No, but I do like it. I did like it. I think that it looked good. I liked it. Good pussy.
Is that what you think?
That's what I think.
Oh. Well, I thought it was fierce, bitch. I really loved it. Like when she came out with the ruler, girl, it was such a meme. Like she was like, I am mother. I am the teacher. I'm going to whoop these little boys, honey, and let them have it.
Yes.
And to be honest, like, girl, she could walk out there with nothing and she could still be queen because like she's mother, honey.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Phenomenal performance. She did good with the choreography. This is just, my fetish kicking in. But I really would have wished the guys would have had little schoolgirl skirts on.
Oh, that would have been hot.
You know what I mean? But like obviously built-in little shorts.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been hot. You know what I mean?
Or a thong, girl. Fuck that.
Yes. Fuck it. Just put it all out there.
Girl, they do sometimes. Hey?
Yeah.
Um,
You know what I was thinking though when she was doing this?
what?
What, girl, I have to picture this. What is it like for RuPaul to do rehearsals with these dancers out of drag?
Oh, girl, she's like, girl, hurry up. Give me a 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're gonna do a hand count here. I'm gonna stand here and bebop around for here. Actually, we're gonna do this move, and y'all are all gonna do this move too.
She's like,
Oh yes, girl. Trust.
very. But you know what? We listen to Mother, honey.
We loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
What did you give this?
I give this a great pussy.
Yeah, I give it a good.
I like the black hair or the black dress with the icy white hair. It's just really fierce.
Yeah, I give it a good pussy. We find out that for the first time in Drag Race history, they will be singing their own vocals. They also had to perform that track with dancers. When I heard this, I was like,
scared.
are they catering to Anya because they already know Anya is an amazing singer?
That's what I was thinking too. That's why I got scared.
Either way, I mean, it is what it is, honey.
Yeah. But you know what? Anya isn't the only singer. Sam can sing.
Sam-
Jules can hold a note. She can't like sing.
I thought, and we'll get into that. So first of all, let's talk about Jules' performance. I'll tell you what I think.
Okay.
I thought it was very cute. I thought the vocals were perfect for the style of song that this was. She's obviously not a vocalist, but it was cutesy, it was camp, and her voice matched what was happening. I thought she hit every bit of the choreography exactly how it should have been. The hair was perfect with how it needed to be to like flop around and hit people in the face, and she hit all the marks. She hit all the stunts. I really, really, really liked this. Everybody, I was doing a live viewing party at Beaches in WeHo, and the crowd gagged for this number. It was absolutely great. I thought she did fantastic.
I agree. I think that she turned this the fuck out. Like when you think of anybody in our drag family, obviously we're all pageant girls or we've at least competed in a couple pageants and we know how to entertain people.
Yep.
And when you think of Jules, you can definitely see that Jules, when we think of Jules, she's not a heavy pageant girl, let's be honest.
Right.
But we've definitely put her through pageants to where she knows what it's like to compete. And she's won a couple of them. And this performance really shows that she is definitely part of the Sparkles and Tuck dynasty because we give productions, we're polished, and we know how to be a little bit of campy, a little bit of funny, a little bit of glamour, like all wrapped in one. And I think that's what really makes a drag superstar. You can't be serious all the time.
Yeah.
You know? And I know some people were like, "Oh, well, why did Jules do something campy?" But well, bitch, if she would have done something a little pretty, y'all would have complained and said, "Oh, she's just being pretty."
Right.
So it's like y'all need to stop being so picky. You know what I'm saying? Like she did a great, phenomenal performance. She was on point with the choreography. I love that she tripped and fell in the back of the stage. And at first I thought she really tripped. I was like, oh, but then she fell in the back of the stage and then her hair was like in her face. It was just really well thought out. She hit the dancers. It was fun. Like exactly everything you said, it was flawless. Now, when it comes to things that I clocked, the only thing I could clock was her tights.
Oh, right.
Her tights were too yellow.
Yeah.
Compared to her skin tone.
And that
she needs to do a lighter color.
Could have been, I can't remember what her tights look like in person. That could have been the TV.
Yeah.
Sometimes with Drag Race, they like to oversaturate things.
Yeah.
And
I will say though that I've seen it a couple times and she just needs to do something less warm.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed online is people are saying that this doesn't represent Jules.
Yes, it does.
And absolutely it does. You obviously don't know Jules. Jules did a pageant.
Well, how did they know Jules first? Because Jules has only been on Drag Race one time.
Well, Jules won a national pageant right before she got on Drag Race called Renaissance Newcomer. And her
Rising Star.
Yes. And her talent was a campy number, just like this. It was like high performance but had camp elements. This is Jules down.
Yeah,
100.
she in that I remember exactly what you're talking about. It was very campy. It was also kind of cunty. It was all those things wrapped into one, and that's what makes a superstar.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was great. I thought she did absolutely phenomenal. Moving on to and her message. I thought out of the four, her message to her younger self, and then what she answered
And
afterward
why she wanted to win,
was the best, hands down. It
girl.
came across so well spoken, um,
Genuine.
genuine. I just thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, like what this is another thing too is like what I was saying just a second ago is when you think of like pageant girls and like our drag family, like we've all done it. We know how to do a question and answer. Bitch, I have been beat by you multiple times for not answering a question right.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So yeah, she answered it with so much heart and soul. I actually made a Facebook status right after she had done it because I was so proud of her.
Yeah,
Um,
so proud.
she also kind of gave us more roots as to why she wanted to be America's Next Drag Superstar instead of just being like, well, I want to do it because I'm going to go shout it from the streets and it's going to change my life. Okay, but why is it going to change your life? What are you going to do with your reign? Because I can't stand when people are like answering a question and they're like, well, I'm going to use my not my platform, my platform, my platform to like do good. Okay, bitch, but what are you going to do good with your platform? Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, yeah,
You know, and she answered that. So to me, that was winning right there.
yeah. Moving on to Lexi. What did you think of her performance?
I thought it was super creative. Like when you think of Lexi Love and what her talents, like what talent she possesses, obviously we know she's a skater. We've never seen something like this on Drag Race. When I think of talent, this is talent. Like this is definitely raw talent that you don't get to see all the time. When she walked out in her it looked like what's her name? What's that Egyptian queen?
Cleopatra?
She Cleopatra. There we go. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Um, at first, I was like, I don't know. But then I looked at, and I was like staring. I was like, okay, this is cunt. The only thing I could clock was her forehead looked so big with the wig. Raw talent. The performance was really good. I just think that the beginning, the reveal, like the wig should have had a bang or something. That way, we couldn't even clock that it was a reveal.
Yeah,
The dress itself too, it looked a little weird, like the trumpet part. Um, but that's just me being like nitpicky. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
All in all, I thought it was a great performance. Her makeup did look a little different compared to what she normally paints, and I think what it is she wasn't doing any black underneath her eye,
Mm,
and her eyebrows were lower.
mm,
But all in all, I still think it was fierce.
yeah. I loved the beginning. She looked like she was floating out, which I thought
Yeah, it
was
was so
a cool
cool.
stunt. Very ethereal. I love the voice saying, "You can call me Lexi, you can call me Love, but please don't call me old." As she fell to the floor, I thought that was a great nod to the season. All the younger ones calling her old. She did a full costume change at that moment. She's in her skates again, which is one of her talents. I thought the song was fun. I thought out of the songs, though, this was the hardest to understand. It was really hard to
Mm,
understand certain words.
yeah, I can see
What,
that.
what is she saying in certain parts? But I thought overall it was fantastic. It really had me entertained. Uh,
Yeah.
her speech to her younger self, it was good. I feel like she had a great start and then it just immediately like hit a wall and like stopped. And I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, you need to elaborate just a little bit more.
Tell us why you want to win more.
Yeah.
And I really think too, to top off what you were saying, um, she was just letting her emotions get the best of her,
Yeah.
which isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because we want to see vulnerability and things like that in a question and answer because that's how you decide, oh, this person is being themselves. But you almost have to have like a happy medium with your question because you don't want to get so emotional to where you get off track and you lose what you're going to say.
Well, what the thing is like Lexi's story for the whole thing is that she's been through so much and she has shared herself so many things. And
Yeah.
then she peeped just a tad of that in that speech of saying, you know, lots of people have taken advantage of her. And then she goes on to, I wish you would have taken, you know, you need to just take advantage of things that, you know, opportunities. And I wish she would have said that more, but in her speech of why she should win, she should
Mhm.
have elaborated. There's not been somebody that has came through with my type of story that has represented this title, and I want to make sure people out there that have went through what I've went through and came out the other side know that you can overcome it and you can become something bigger, greater, and better.
Yeah, of course.
She needed to say that, and that would have been
She would have. Yep,
solidified why she was there.
exactly.
But I think, like you said, she was just in her emotions, and like, you know, it is a lot in that moment. It is a lot
Yeah.
in that moment. Moving on to Anya, I'm gonna give you my opinion. Loved Anya's vocals. She had the best vocals of the night. I thought it was good. I thought it was entertaining. She looked beautiful. Loved this hair. Um, Out of the four, though, I do feel like she had the least choreography. Like, I felt like there was a lot of spaces where she was just walking around.
Yeah.
The thing is like that had to have been a mistake on whoever choreographed this because she can do choreography. We just saw it. She was doing choreography during the episode, during this number. I wish they would have pushed her more because um it wasn't my favorite out of the 4.
Same.
It was still good. It was still good. But I thought she did good. With her speech though to her younger self, I thought it was really good. I thought she spoke very eloquently. Um, she definitely knows how to make a speech.
Oh, period.
Yeah.
Like she is someone that when you talk, and you know she's a Gemini.
Oh no.
Girl, Geminis, just from being with Ethan, they are like firecrackers. You don't want to challenge them on anything because they will lay you out.
Yeah.
You can tell that when she talks, you don't want to fuck with her
Yeah.
because like she's so confident in herself that if you challenge her, she's going to come back with facts.
Yeah.
She's just great at speaking, and with the way, and when I say that, I'm not saying it in a way where like she's unapproachable or she's not likable. I'm saying it in a way where like she's very confident in herself. She knows who she is, and that is a part of being America's Next Track Superstar.
Yeah, and I feel like if she was talking at a college or she was talking at a rally for something important, she would represent herself and
Right.
RuPaul's Drag Race amazingly. You know, she's
Yeah, she would
got
know how to speak.
cameras. She's gonna know how to speak. She's gonna know how to advocate. She's gonna know what to do, what to say, and when to say it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with the choreography too. Like there was a lot of little random spots that I was like, why isn't there anything here? You know, and it was almost like it was like a bar number mixed with like a drag talent pageant mix. Um yeah, it was definitely, it wasn't bad, obviously. It's the finale. They're bringing dancers and shit. But it definitely was my least favorite out of the 4.
Yeah. Moving on to Samantha Starr. What did you think?
Well, first off, let's talk about these fashions, honey, because the fashions were not it.
Yeah.
Honey, no ma'am. So I'm gonna sit here and say I hated that fucking wig.
Oh, girl, hated the wig.
Girl.
Hated the wig.
And I can say it because I made that wig. No, the wig was just very weird. Like it did not go with the style. Like the wig, if you would have put that wig and put it on something else for a different moment, yes, gorgeous. But she looked like a bobblehead because like she was like, and nothing was moving but her head, you know?
Yeah.
And because there was no movement to the hair. Um, the costume, like the star cover up, just gave me cheap drag costume.
Mm.
It I think that if she would have maybe added some like details to the coat, like maybe like a pink collar with like pink accents and stuff, just to make it look a little bit more detailed. Again, it's a cover up, but I still want to see more with the finale. It went into that, and then it went into the red dress, which I love the red dress. I thought it was cool. My favorite part of the performance was the fucking red carpet thing. It was fierce. When she walked to the red carpet, she was like,
Yeah.
it was so cunt. I was like, yes, Sam, this is the Sam that we know, like fierce. Um, And then when she ripped that off and she went into the fringe costume, I thought it was cute. Um, definitely Sam Star, stars, gold. Um, it just real. I think if she probably would have had different hair, I probably would have liked it more.
Yeah.
As far as fashions,
I thought this was the best number of the night.
well, I was gonna say that, but you interrupted me, bitch.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
No, I'm just kidding. I talk a lot, but I agree. It was definitely one of the best.
I thought choreography wise, she had the hardest choreography. It was full of choreography. She hit every fucking bit of that choreography with a smile. There's nobody else that has the charisma that Sam has. Anya's like neck and neck with her with that though.
Yeah.
The fashions were horrible. The hair was horrible for this.
Horrible.
But that aside, the gag of the dress that turned into the runway was fierce.
I like too when she did the cover or the red carpet and they went to go touch it and she's like, not yet.
Yeah.
It was so fierce.
Yeah. The number was just immaculate. This looked like if you were to put this into a pageant, aside from the costumes, this would have won talent.
Oh, she would have won talent down.
Yeah. I thought this number was the best of the night.
Yep.
She just was technically good. It had the tricks. It had the camp. She can sing. If you listen to the vocals, she can sing.
Oh yeah, she's a singer.
Yeah. So I just thought it was amazing. I just thought it was so good, and I was so, so proud of Sam. Her message. Also, this is another thing with Sam. And you could tell with this moment versus like some of her stuff that she said throughout the season, she seemed more genuine. Less
she was like living in the moment. Like this is it.
It was more herself rather than I have to put on this front. Which I really
well, she knew there was $200,000 in the line. She's like, bitch, I better break all my walls down, honey.
Yeah. I thought
even
it was more genuine with this for sure.
Yeah. So with that being said, that's all 4 of them for the prelim. Who was your favorite number of the night? Was it Sam's?
It was Sam.
Okay, and who was your worst favorite or your least favorite?
Anya.
Okay, yeah,
I
agree.
This is my order of performance. It would be Sam, Jules, Lexi, Anya. And I know people are gonna. I don't care. You could say it in the comments. That's fine. We're being
no. I totally agree.
Biased. I just think objectively, what I like, Sam delivered. I wanted high energy. I wanted stunts.
Now, when we talk about polishedness, Sam, obviously the fashions were not there. So if there's different things that could be like evened out, but at the end of the day, the performance was good.
I will always, always, always pick something entertaining over beautiful.
Yeah.
Always.
I like Jules.
Entertained, then something beautiful. No, that Jules was amazing too. She was. But I was more gagged at Sam's performance because choreography's hard. And to hit it all that perfect, it just was amazing. But Jules was incredible too.
Mine was Jules, Sam, then Lexi, then Anya for the prelims.
Yeah. So we were close. Like it swapping back and forth. Yeah. Next up, we find out who wins Miss Congeniality. Both Tsunami and Sophia come out. And what did you think of their looks? Tsunami is in that gold look with the back piece. I thought it was a good pussy, but not. I didn't have anything really negative to say. I liked the whole look.
I just didn't like the makeup and like the shape.
I thought it was fine.
She did look gorgeous.
What about Sophia?
Sophia was beautiful. Like absolutely incredible. Like the shape to her body was fierce. Her breast cups were gorgeous. The hair was gorgeous. Sophia is always fucking painted for filth.
Love the hair.
Just everything about it like was gorgeous. I probably would have wanted a little bit of more embellishments to the look because it was a little simple, but I did love it. I think it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say great pussy.
Yeah, I loved it totally. I think that she's very well spoken. I thought she looks great in that color. The hair color was perfect. The hairstyle was perfect. She was glowing. Gorge. Great pussy. And then we find out who wins Miss Congeniality. None other than Crystal envy. Do you agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were saying like Joella or I can't remember who else they said. But when you think of Miss Congeniality, we're thinking of congenial.
Yeah.
Someone being congenial.
It was
And Joella was not congenial. Like when she was getting ready to go home, she was telling Miss Thing, she's like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be here and I'm going to send you home. Like, I get it. There's like, you're in competition mode, but there's certain
Joella was
things that
not
she
congenial,
said.
period. Done.
Uh,
I said Joella was not congenial at all, period. Done.
yeah, thank you. Because she was not. And then, there was other girls that were nice, but I don't know. I just think that Crystal was pretty neutral on everything.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We find out that Crystal wins $10,000, and then each of the girls get $2,000. Girl, they are
I
giving
was gagged.
money out left and right. We also find out later on, and I want to say this before I forget, first runner-up gets $25,000. Like,
Stop. I didn't know that.
they give away so much money tonight. I'm like, girl. And then
I didn't see that.
the person that won the Lollapalooza got $25,000. Girl, they are giving away so much money. Like, where was this money on season 9? Where was all this money on All Stars 4? And yeah, they gave away some money on All Winners, but girl, they could have gave away more.
Girl.
I
don't get it.
Bitch. They are acting like Oprah up here with a check. Girl, I want a check.
I know, bitch. Literally.
I feel like I competed again.
Bitch, you should, honey.
Our check, honey. We competed again, bitch. Between me and you, and then them two, bitch. Huh?
Yes, honey. They need to hurry up and put me on so I can win the season, and then we could both go compete for an all winner season.
Yes, bitch. It'd be
that would be sickening.
Mother and daughter, honey. Mother and daughter. Next up in the episode, we find out that they're doing for the first time ever a You Give Us Lifetime Achievement Award to Liza Minnelli. And girl, I mean, obviously they're going to pick somebody like her. She is a huge advocate to the queer community. She has done so much. She's an icon, a legend, and girl, she's old. So
she's old, bitch. She was shaking. It's like she had Parkinson's or something, honey.
But bitch, she has been amazing. Like, girl, inspired. Girl, way out of
inspired everybody.
Yes, girl. People way younger than her, still to this day, inspiring. So well deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah, I was so like watching her talk and just be there. It made my heart warm. Like she was so sweet.
Yeah, it was great. After that, Nymphia comes out for her final walk, and I think she looks incredible.
Bitch, this fucking look set my ass on fire.
She made this.
I was gagged.
And when she takes off her mask, her makeup is the best it's ever looked. I'm personally going to give it a great pussy. What do you think?
Great pussy down. The makeup was so immaculate. She looked soft. She looked fish. The construction of the dress was so gorgeous. To make that that top part where it like comes up and then it kind of fans out like that, that's really hard to do. Me and Ethan made a dress like that for me, and it was good, but not as good as that. That was fierce.
Yep.
She proved why she is the winner.
Yeah, I mean, amazing.
Great pussy.
We find out that the top two are Anya and Jules. And what do you think? Do you agree?
Yes, I do. Because watching the performance, I feel like Anya brought us back to the old school days where you don't always have to do reveals one.
Wait, we're not talking about the lip sync yet. We're talking about we find out that it's the top two.
Oh, I thought you were asking me about what they...
No.
Okay.
No. What do you think of the...
Erase all that. So what do I think of the top two?
Yeah. Do you think this was the right top two?
Yeah, I think it's totally a fair top two, especially when we're going with performances, wins, all things taken into account. I think this is a fair top two, for sure.
Yeah. I think that although Anya's performance was my least favorite of the four, it still was good.
Yeah.
And her look for her eleganza was really good.
Acclaimed
and
winner.
she spoke very well during the questions with RuPaul. And not to mention, girl, it's not just about the finale. It is about what you do throughout the season. And I think that's how they should always judge. Because why would you compete an entire season and that not count towards the finale as well? I mean, it
Right. It makes no sense.
makes no sense if that's not what happens. Uh,
Yeah.
and
Because
she's
then it's like you saying too, like then the runways don't count. It's like
right. She
what does count on Drag Race?
yeah, she obliterated the season, and that right there alone earned her the spot in the top two. Uh,
Absolutely.
Jules, um, even though Sam's was my favorite performance of the night, like you said, her fashions were questionable during the performance, and Jules wasn't. And she was neck and neck with
Yeah,
her and for that. Also, Jules had the best look of the night, and Jules, along with Anya, were the best speakers of the evening too. So
exactly. She's
I
polished.
absolutely agree that this was the top two.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. We find out that the lip sync song is "Abracadabra" by Lady Gaga. And what did you think of the lip sync?
Um, I definitely think that Anya sold the song more because when you watch the music video, like that's just how she sings, and she's like really crazed, and she's like, you know what I mean. I like that Anya also didn't do as many reveals. I think that she was just more focused on let me sell my performance. I'm going to give them everything I got emotion wise, and just prove that I'm America's next drag superstar. Now, when it comes to Jules, did she do bad? Absolutely not. Like that bitch turned it the fuck out. She did splits, she did cartwheels, she gave them face, she had reveals. The only thing that really got me was, and I was saying it as I was watching, I said, you can tell that her face is so straight, like serious, that she's almost like thinking about what she's doing and how she's doing the reveals. And I think that got the best of her to where she couldn't really sell the song,
Mm.
you know? So for me, when they announced that Anya was the winner, I was like, okay, yeah, because Anya, she sold the song to me. Jules sold the song, but she was a little dry in the face. And to me, I don't know. I just like Anya.
So I'll give you my unbiased opinion on this. I feel like neither did bad, neither were perfection. I felt like Anya's was a little messy.
Hmm.
Like when she tried to do the hair spin, it just looked awkward. She did this
Yeah.
like old school dance thing on one side of the stage. It was weird with the song. Um, I do like the fact that she didn't do any reveals because I think we need to get away from
Steer from that.
that. Well, that being the standard of you having to do reveals. Like if a reveal doesn't make sense, don't do a fucking reveal. Like
Right.
we should rely on people being
Entertainers.
entertainers. Um, with that being said, I thought Jules was a stronger performer.
Hmm.
She had better tricks. Like when she went down and she did like leaned her head back and contorted her body, I was like, "This is fucking crazy." And then she
Yeah.
got up on like one leg and like looked into the camera all creepy. I was like, "This is very that." I do think having so many reveals hindered her.
Yeah, she was too in her head about it.
None of
And also the reveal with the umbrella, when she did the reveal and it had those thin flowers on it, I was like, what is the point of that?
None of the reveals were groundbreaking, and I think that it just you just didn't need them. I think she was
Yeah.
such a great performer. She could have went out there without any reveals and
We were saying that.
played harder. But I still think she beat Anya in the lip sync. Now, with that being said, I think Anya won. I think Anya won the season hands down. She won 4 challenges, could have won more challenges. She did good on the finale. Even though she wasn't my favorite in any of the categories, I thought she did good enough. Plus, what she did on the season, she deserved the win,
Yeah.
1000%. Um, I am so proud of this cast. I'm
Yeah, I mean,
so
they did
proud
incredible.
of this top 4. Um, and so happy for Anya. She's gonna be an incredible winner, and so happy for our family for doing their
So proud of them,
yeah.
especially Jules. Like when she made us a top 2, and I don't know, like these girls show up like for the week of or whatever. They fly them out, and you have to do all this stuff like for the finale. Like you don't get this shit ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you have to learn your words, you have to record your music, you have to do all this stuff, practice your choreography. So the fact that that they're doing all this, and on top of that, being in front of cameras and not messing up choreography, like all that really taken into account shows that this cast and the top 4 are superstars.
Amazing. I think that um Lexi, yeah, I'm taking Lexi out of the equation. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to be biased for a second because I am super proud of our family. And this being the Tuck dynasty, the Sparkle dynasty, making it all the way to the finale, both of our kids.
It's just crazy. Like Sam said it, there's such little chances for that to happen.
Both of them, I could see winning a future All-Stars.
Oh, I said the same thing.
And I think the right person won tonight, and I think this opens up the doors so much for the rest of them.
Yeah.
So kudos to you. I know that a lot of people are like either love it or don't love this season, and I think this is one of the best seasons.
Well, I don't know where you're seeing that because I've heard so many people say this is one of their favorite seasons.
I think with the drama, with the runways, with the gags, I just think it was so great. It was
Yeah.
so great. I am living for this season. I live for this.
I live for this.
Yes, and again, we're so happy for Anya. Make sure that you go give her some love on social media, and
Because listen, we need to talk about this too.
yeah,
Speaking of love, a lot of people have been very I don't know how to say it, nasty online.
yeah.
Not to make a situation dark, but like we need to cover this because the fandom is toxic. I've said this before, and some people are like, "Oh, you're so worried about the fandom." It's not just me.
Yeah.
It's not just me. It's all these girls that are competing on the show that go and try to show the world their love for the art form and what they're meant to be doing. And then this happens where the top 2 gets to lip sync, and then Anya wins, and now people are putting Jules and Anya against each other because they're saying, "Oh, well, Jules should have won or Anya shouldn't have won." And
And this is the thing, if you look at anything, Jules is so happy with her placement and so happy with Anya winning. Girl, that right there should be a full stop. If you are a
literally
fan, leave it alone, girl.
Yeah, like you could see when Jules did find out on the camera, they looked over at Jules, and she was like so happy for Anya.
This is another thing. Do y'all really think that the finale is the only thing that should matter for who wins? Anya absolutely obliterated the season. Like, girl,
she ate him up.
nobody came close. No one came close to Anya for the whole season. She
Literally.
of course deserves to win. You put in that much hard work and you in on the fly because you don't know what they're throwing at you. She deserved to win.
Yeah, and I'm
$1,000.
tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing the nastiness. I'm tired of seeing the fans attack people. I've been attacked online.
You can have an opinion.
Yes.
Don't spread hate. So
Yeah, it's stupid. Especially in this climate with everything going on, we need to be holding hands together and really lifting each other's up because who's to say, bitch? Like Trump could take away how it's legal to do drag right now to where it's so illegal that we can't even watch Drag Race anymore on TV or have drag queens on sets of movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like things could change in the blink of an eye, and we need to be very grateful for the things that we have now because, I mean, we didn't even have drag, this mainstream 10 years ago.
I would say less than 20 years ago. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like, just be happy for people. Be nice. Spread kindness. I know as cliche as it sounds, spread love and kindness, but, really try to practice that and be happy for someone because there's a way to congratulate someone and say, oh my God, Anya did so good. I really wish Jules would have won, in my opinion, or something like that. You don't have to say, Jules was robbed.
Yeah.
Jules was robbed, especially like on our comments and stuff. We're on because Anya and stuff are looking at it.
Yep.
So it's just like be nice,
Yep.
and that's all we want to say.
Absolutely. With that all being said, once again, congratulations to Anya! Yay!
Woo! Love you, Anya. Love you, Jules. Love you, Sam. Love season 17 girls.
Yes.
We love you.
And make sure that you like, subscribe, comment on this video and all the rest of the season 17 reviews. This is our last one for season 17. Next week, we're going to be doing our regular podcast right here on YouTube. You can catch it on our Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you find your music if you just want to listen. And we will be in drag, and we will be discussing different topics, and you will find out who the winner is for the merch giveaway. And until next week, mwah.
Bye. Sparkle on.
I saw the ending from the very start. Might not